speaker, Joe Stokes.
Well, too much
Mayor
fluoride
Johnson, please listen.
in our body, including now brain function and activity. And this was confirmed recently by the National Toxicology Program. They're part of Health and Human Services, and they reviewed 52 worldwide studies and found brain impairment, including lower IQ, in babies who were born to pregnant moms who drank fluoridated water.
Wow. How were they able to measure this, specifically the fluoride levels for expectant mothers?
Yeah, so they would measure the urinary fluoride levels in the moms who drank fluoride, obviously, to pregnant moms who gave birth and did not drink fluoridated water during their pregnancy. And according to the majority of the studies and confirmed by the NTP, they found a steep drop in IQ as high as 7 points at levels that are lower than most water supplies.
Wow. Now, I mean, I'm sure there might be some people watching right now who might be worried. I mean, a lot of us have grown up drinking this water. So how much is too much? What do we need to know?
Well, according to Health and Human Services, again, we're all getting too much. And in fact, in 2015, they had to lower the amount that was allowed to be put in water supplies. It was the first time since 1945. And they did this mostly because they noticed that there were more kids who were getting these spots on their teeth, which is called fluorosis. It's the mottling, the more brittle white spots on their teeth. Every 2 out of 5 kids has that now. So that, combined with the fact that it's in all these other sources, right? It's in bottled drinks, it's in toothpaste, mouth rinses, dietary supplements, and even a lot of prescription medications. They had to lower it.
Yeah, and this all started to protect against cavities, right? So do you have any tips for how we can maintain these healthy smiles without the added fluoride in our water?
Yeah, it's going to sound simple, but it's tried and true. It's a combination of a good diet, right? One that's low in sugar, but you get plenty of vegetables, especially green leafy vegetables, good fats, ample protein. So just some good sound diet, and combine that with some good home care. And I mean, brush your teeth for a couple minutes, twice a day, floss, clean your tongue. And you can even gargle with a warm saltwater rinse if you want to every once in a while. That gives a great antibacterial effect. Mm-hmm. So a good sound diet, good home care, that's really all you need. You do not need fluoride to have good, sound, healthy teeth.
The tried and true, just like you said. Doctor, thanks for being here. We can always head online for more info. We appreciate your insight.
The International Academy of Oral Medicine and Toxicology has completed 25 of these public service announcements that are airing all over the country. The people are getting informed. People want to know, the people deserve the truth, and you need to stop fluoridating our water. It's poisonous. Thank you.
Thank you. Regina Linda.
Good morning, Mayor. I'm Regina Linda from District 14. Good to see you all again. I'm going to play a video also. It's actually 28 minutes long. It's called The Fluoride Deception, but we pared it down to like 2.5 minutes. And also, help a child's teeth, give them a toothbrush. Help the people that get Dallas tap water stop fluoridation.
One of the questions I get all the time is how come so many dentists recommend fluoride? How come all the government agencies recommend fluoride? You're about to watch a wonderful interview with Christopher Bryson. He wrote this book, Fluoride Deception. Excellent. I think when you watch this video or read this book, you'll understand the answers to those questions.
The Center of Disease Control says that water fluoridation is one of the top 10 public health achievements of the 20th century. How can citizens deal with something like that?
Question authority. You know, for years and years and years and years, the public health establishment told us that lead in gasoline was safe. We know today that children's brains were damaged, were injured by the addition of lead to gasoline. You know, the implications of this new documentary evidence, the implications of these varied medical studies, which are now in the public domain as a result of my book, as a result of the medical work that's being done by people like Phyllis Mullenix, the willingness to speak truth of toxicologists like William Marcus, the implications of that research, of these new findings, is that something is terribly, terribly wrong, and we have been led very far astray, and it's time to change. Mullenix was brought into the Forsyth Dental Research Center to study some of the chemicals used in dentistry, and she was asked to study fluoride. And Phyllis Mullenix said, I'm not wasting fluoride. Fluoride's given to children, it's good for children, it's been around for donkey's years. I'm wasting my time by studying fluoride. But she did as she was ordered. And Phyllis Mullenix found that fluoride in very modest doses produces effects in laboratory animals resembling attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder.
The pattern that we saw, it typically is what we see with other neurotoxic agents that are well known to cause a hyperactivity or a memory problem or an IQ problem. When I first presented the results of these studies, one of the individuals sitting and listening to the results, he says, "Do you have any idea what you're saying?" And he says, "You're telling us that we're reducing the IQ of children." And basically I said, yes.
Within days of learning that her study was going
That's
to be
your time.
published, she was fired.
Thank you. Bergia has canceled. Linda Newland.
Good day, Mayor. I live in District 7, and it was sure nice to meet you face to face in public. Just like you said of me, I thought you looked different too, face to face. Question: what are y'all gonna do when fluoridation stops? How about something similar to the Child Smile program in Scotland? That program was actually mentioned right here on this spot on June 11, 2014 by Dr. Paul Connett, PhD, who incidentally wrote this book in 2010. The Case Against Fluoride, How Hazardous Waste Ended Up in Our Drinking Water, and the Bad Science and Political Politics that keep it there. He flew 23 hours just to come to speak. I was here that day giving a speech on something else. After listening to him, I became an activist against fluoridation. That's all it took for me, just listening. And the program of Child Smiles, it targets children from deprived areas. It gives children toothbrushes and toothpaste every 6 months. They train them on proper brushing, which is so important. They help parents establish healthy diets from earliest stage. FYI, Scotland actually started fluoridation in 2000, but they stopped it in 2000, and they stopped it in 2004 due to overwhelming oppositions to fluoridation. There is more information about Child Smiles on www.fluoridealert.org. Plus, there are some links to check it out. I actually gave this book to one of the council members. And to this day, I do not know if he wants it stopped or he wants it revisited.
That's your time. Thank you.